Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. This is going to be a reading for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, my baby sharks. Please remember to take what resonates and throw out the rest, okay? Okay. This is going to be a short reading, so we're going to get right into it. Three of Wands, Eight of Swords, and the Two of Swords. Somebody's stuck. Three of Wands. So there is something coming in, but it feels stagnant right now. Something you've been waiting for. You might not be seeing it yet. Looks like it was something that was meant to be, because it's the Ace of Cups. The Tower and the Ace of Swords. It's the truth. It's going to be a shocker. Scorpio energy. Looks like love. Maybe your love life's been stagnant and stuck and you just don't know where it's going. I don't know. Each and every one of you is going to be different. The Magician. Ooh, it's magic, you know. Some kind of magic's happening. Somebody's single and ready to mingle. Virgo, Gemini energy. With the Eight of Wands. Some kind of message has just come in. Maybe somebody just got themselves single. Maybe there's a relocation happening. Eight of Wands. Maybe somebody's relocating for you. Wouldn't it be nice if somebody went out of their way for us? Yep. Knight of Cups is looking at you all googly-eyed. Seven of Cups, Two of Cups. You might already have a feeling about this, that maybe somebody's like trying to manipulate you a little bit for their own good, for their own comeuppance. Let's see why. Why? Yeah. So this person is in love. Alright? They're still a bit confused about the swang, though. You might have just heard from this person, or you might have just got the download somehow. But like I said, somebody's still confused. I feel like they're confused about the sexuality. Don't know what that means. But it feels like it's definitely passion. But there's a confusion about love here. Somebody's not quite sure if that's... There's a little wishy-washy stuff going on here. They could be a little jealous too. Maybe this person's got a jealousy streak. Maybe they don't know if you're single or not, or if maybe they're getting themselves single. It's a matter of money at this point. Matter of money and home and the truth. Somebody's trying to figure out where they belong. Yeah. They're trying to figure something out financially. Fighting for peace. So Five of Swords to the Four of Swords. They want peace. So they could be going through some kind of divorce or something. I don't know. with the Four of Wands, Five of Swords, and the Four of Swords. That tells me they're trying to work something out in the home so they can come towards you. That Knight of Cups energy. Yeah. We have Temperance, Empress, and Judgment here. It's your call. It is your call. Because you're standing in your power and you're emotionally balanced. So it is your call here. The crows might be giving you some kind of information or download on this. This person is definitely coming towards you. Although I do feel like they're having some financial restrictions as well as a little confusion about how they're going to work it out. Let's see what this Three of Wands is about. Damn, every time I do your readings lately, I'm getting a scratchy throat. Somebody got a cold? Or maybe it's just allergies. No, mine is. The Wheel of Fortune, Sagittarius energy. Somebody you walked away from because it was fair. Or they're walking away from something that they had to even out first because of destiny. Because that's the Emperor. This is somebody who's a boss. I feel like they're overworked. But they're in love. Judgment, the Moon, and the Two of Pentacles. So that's what you don't see. You don't see they're having some kind of financial constraint that they're trying to hide it from you. And like I said, they could be going through a divorce. Pisces energy, Sagittarius energy, Scorpio energy. They could be going through some kind of divorce. Definitely a manipulation of some kind, trying to make magic out of nothing. Making love out of nothing at all. Alrighty then. What is this Magician about? Yeah, they're definitely trying to finesse some kind of collaboration. Ten of Pentacles. Two of Cups. Two of Swords. Okay. So they were confused about this in the past. And I think that they're choosing to stand in their integrity even though they don't know where this is going to go. I feel like this person's got a lot of money. Like I said, I feel like maybe they're going through some kind of separation or divorce. And that's what they have to work out. They have to be fair to the other person. They're trying to finagle something here, trying to work something out. Like I said, they can be confused about a lot of things. But they are choosing to come forward, which, you know, got to give them credit for having kahunas. Got to have kahunas, especially with an Empress. Got to have the balls. This person feels like they're competing with your work. The fact that you might be a star at work, which means like you're really good at what you do, and you have your own business, and maybe they're competing with that because they're used to being a leader, the person that does They're obsessed with the competition. They're like competing with you and your work. And don't think they ain't behind the scenes doing some looking into you, because they are. Aquarius energy, Capricorn energy. They're like they're intimidated by your stability and your abilities. They're intimidated. Even if they got a lot of money, even if they got the world by the balls, so to speak, they're intimidated by you. Yep. So we have the Hermit. Somebody hiding. There's something behind that? No. Closing down a chapter. The World card with the Ace of Pentacles. They are closing down something that they built is over. And they're going to be traveling towards you. They're dealing with a painful permanent ending right now. But they are coming towards you. That's what they're trying to figure out with the juggling energy. Trying to balance out their emotions too before coming forward, because they don't want to come in half-assed. So like I said, I give them credit for that. I do give them credit for that. Temperance is Sagittarius, Virgo energy. Yup. Definitely intimidated by you. But they want to hold on to you. They just sent that's why they sent you a message, because they're still holding on to you. They want your energy. They want your power. They want your balance. They want your Empress status. And I feel like you want the truth and nothing but the truth. Excuse me, so help you. And you're waiting for the truth. You're waiting for the truth from this person. You want the truth. Or you don't want anything at all from this person. It's like, bring me the truth. Tell me the truth. About what all this is. If you're intimidated by somebody else's success, say so. So, if necessary, the reassurance can happen. That you won't be having to compete with somebody's job. And you reassure them as well. If you want the Two of Cups here and the Ten of Pentacles, you guys have to work together. You have to work together. There's none of this nonsense. You got to be on board with each other. No more lying. No more hiding. This is ridiculous. To hide, to lie, to compete in the background because you're obsessed with somebody else's success. Work together. And things will work out fine. Otherwise, you're going to get cut off and left out in the cold. I can't stand people who just lie for no damn reason just because they're intimidated by another person. That's just ridiculous. Stupid. Don't lie to nobody. Tell them the truth. This was ordained by the universe. Partnerships and alliances. You both know it. Somebody's trapped in fear because of your spiritual strength. They're mentally conflicted because you rest and rejuvenated and you found harmony despite any obstacles and challenges. You still had hope that your heart chakra wasn't completely closed off because you've been in solitude for so long and suffered so much emotional loss. Now you're bored with the whole thing. Like I said, just be honest. Just be honest. Stop being superficial. I don't understand how these people do these things when all they gotta do is be honest. Nothingness. Okay. So this person feels like they're nothing compared to you. Death, meaningless, erasure, forget. They think you forgot about them. But they want a commitment. Oath, agreement, pledge, promise. Well, you better come with the truth. You better adjust yourself and do the right thing. Born with features and personality. Deep thinking, remember, solve puzzles. Code word. Cool down. I think you both had time to cool down in this. You both have time to stay silent. But this person is hinting to you that they want to adapt, accommodate, compensate, and balance out this energy and turn it into a commitment. They're hinting to you. They're sending you hints. But they feel like nothing compared to you. A hater longing for change because they love you. This is a very, very, very love-hate energy. They love you. They hate your glow up. Feminine energy is about to get good news about intimacy. Don't be naive about it. Move on and say less and mean more. You don't have to prove anything to anybody, Pisces. You've got some good news coming in, but you definitely got somebody here who's a secret hater who hates the fact that you're more successful than they are, or whatever the case may be. I don't know. You might not be. It might be the other way around. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know. I'm just here to read the cards. So, like I said, we have somebody who's concerned about your house and your relationships, or a courtship. A mature woman who's a thief. So there are 3 people here. It's unfortunate. But there's somebody here in the background who knows about you, who can't stand you because their person wants you. That's not your problem. That's a them problem. Remember that, Pisces. If you're single and they're not, I wouldn't recommend getting involved with them. But if they're getting single to come towards you, that's a different story. However, if they have baggage, make sure that you're paying attention to that. Because your judgment, it's going to be your call on this. We got abundance. And stand still. Hold on to your hats. It's on its way. Let's see what this card says. This is like taking a pause, taking a breather. You want to hold up. Alright. This is the swamplands. We're cleaning up the swamp. So the swamp is a low-lying area with woody plants, shrubs, and trees, where water collects and, what does that say? Saturates the ground. Let me put this in the light a little bit more. During rainy seasons, swamplands become overwhelmed with water. The edge of the swamp is often a quagmire of mud and silt, but an abundance of plants and swamp insects dwell there. Because of the sticky nature of the mud, it often is impossible to walk through swamplands. Even trying to maneuver without a boat can be difficult and treacherous because of the dense vegetation. However, there is great value in swamplands. They act as a natural flood control, as runoff can be temporarily stored in their basins. They keep the land around them from washing away. Lush vegetation provides a haven for nestling birds and waterfowl, as well as habitats to mammals such as beaver, freshwater swamps near the Tigris and the Euphrates rivers in the Middle East are part of the Fertile Crescent and contributed to the fertility of the land for the earliest humans. The sacred landscape wants you to know that if it feels that some area of your life has slowed down or even come to a standstill, you are right. Something is not progressing. Even if it seems that things are flowing, look beneath the surface. Perhaps something is immovable. The first step to becoming unstuck is to acknowledge where you are. The soul loves truth. Didn't I just say that? In life, you can either say, there are no weeds. There are no weeds. Or you can notice the weeds and begin pulling them out. Notice what isn't working in your life, and then take a slow, steady step to unblock the barriers. In nature, when one is being sucked into the mud, the worst thing to do is struggle. The best thing to do is slowly and carefully, one step at a time, extricate yourself. So one step at a time, Pisces. Don't try to rush any of this. It won't help. We love the truth. We want the truth. And you will get the truth. But if you keep struggling against what it is that is keeping you stuck, you'll stay stuck. Alright? Well, those are your messages, my baby sharks. Please remember to press that like button, subscribe, and share. And I'll see you next time. Bye for now.